Congratulations
to the graduating class of 2020. Hello, class of 2020. My name is Tyler Sullivan.
Hi, I'm Lauren Sullivan.
Hi guys, I'm Carrie Sullivan. And on behalf of all of us at Sullivan Beauty, we want to congratulate you on graduating in probably one of the most tumultuous years to go through beauty school.
This is a big step. This is a big milestone. You've just accomplished a huge chapter in your life that's going to unfold into so many opportunities.
If you've made it through this pandemic, then you're going to do big things in the beauty industry. Whether you're a barber, esthetician, cosmetologist, or nail technician.
You're part of this unique class where you might not all be sitting together and graduating together, but we want you to know how important it is for us to recognize your accomplishment and all the hard work that it's taken you to get to the spot that you are now.
You have a lot ahead of you, and that's why we've put together this commencement speech. We thought this would be very important to do in light of our current situation.
To just maybe say a few words and let you know
some very simple guidelines that you can use to help advise you on your next steps. So, from myself, Tyler Sullivan,
Lauren Sullivan,
Carrie Sullivan, as the owners of Sullivan Beauty,
we're very proud of you.
And always remember, we at Sullivan Beauty are here for you. So Carrie, Lauren, and I have all selected 3 topics to share with you to help advise you on your next steps and having a successful career as a beauty professional.
I've got 3 topics we're going to go over today. We're going to go over attitude, maturity, and also how to find the right salon for you.
Today I want to discuss with you 3 topics that I think are very important. Number 1 is shadowing at multiple salons. Number 2 is that commission is not everything. And number 3 is the best question to ask during an interview. The first topic that I'm going to share with you is a very powerful tool that I've used myself, and it's been transformative in my professional career, and it's called a dream sheet. It's a simple concept. Take a sheet of paper and write down your big picture dreams. I like to do it in 2 different ways. What are my long-term goals or dreams, and what are my short-term goals or dreams? This is a fun exercise to do on New Year's Eve for the following year, and then you post the dream sheet either on your mirror in your bathroom or somewhere where you're going to see it daily to remind yourself visually that you're working towards these goals. If you keep that on your person, or if you keep that in a visual spot that you can see it regularly, you're going to develop the path to work towards these goals. And your long-term goals might have to do with becoming a platform artist or an educator for one of your favorite brands, or maybe owning a business of your own. Your short-term goals might have to do with honing a particular craft that maybe you don't have your arms fully wrapped around, or being hired at that perfect salon or that perfect barbershop or that perfect skincare institute that you want to work at. So take the initiative to write your goals down, put it in your wallet or your purse, or keep it present where you can see it regularly. And achieving these long-term objectives is going to be very important for your professional direction and not being distracted by short-term obstacles. That is the dream sheet.
So my very first topic, which is attitude and having the right attitude for the job, comes from inspiration from our father, C.B. Sullivan. And he would always say to us, attitude, not aptitude, determines altitude. And to be honest, as a kid, when you're growing up with that statement, do you really understand what it means? Not really. The gist is having positivity, charisma, enthusiasm, making sure that those are the forefront of what you're doing when you're presenting yourself, when you're in a role at your new profession. However you carry yourself, it's so important to have a positive attitude and to be able to look at life with that silver lining. So keep this in mind when you're getting ready to apply for your next role, and or just as you're getting ready to head into your professional career now that you've graduated. So attitude, not aptitude, determines altitude. The most successful and happy people have what's called PMA. What that is a positive mental attitude. Of course, it's important for people to have skills, which you do now, thanks to your training. But Most people who are hiring believe that the mental attitude and the enthusiasm are actually just as important, if not more important, to that skill that you have. So, you can come fully equipped with those skills, but it will count for very little if you don't have the right attitude in place. There are two life attitudes: those who take the glass half empty approach and those who take the glass half full approach. And which one do you want to be? The key to real success is an ability to adapt to change. And that will never happen if you approach every challenge with a negative attitude. People with the right mental attitude can always take something positive from a difficult situation. Remember, it's your attitude, not aptitude, that determines your altitude.
The first thing that I want to discuss with you is the best strategy for shadowing at multiple salons. You might already have a salon in mind that you think is absolutely perfect, but I really want to encourage you all to go and see as many as 6 or 7 salons. The reason being is that what you may think is perfect for you right now may exist elsewhere. You might not even have a salon in mind yet. So I encourage you to call up 6, 7 salons and simply say, could I come shadow for an hour or 2? What this is going to allow you to see is the multiple flavors of cultures out there in the salon community. There is no one salon that is exactly like another. And there is one salon that is perfect for you based on their culture. I think you might find that early on and say, this is the one for me. Even if that happens, really fight that urge and do some due diligence while you have the chance, right off the bat, and go visit 5 more salons and just make sure that that's the perfect one for you. And if it's not, in the other 5, you might find something better, and you'll be so happy that you did.
The next topic that I have for you is professional networking. Networking is an easy way to build your book of business and achieve your goals quicker than if you were to do it by yourself. So let's talk a little bit about that. For an example, if you want to be a wedding specialist and work on updos and formal hair, maybe something that you could do is research wedding photographers in your neck of the woods, wherever you're going to be working, and reach out to them and say, you know what? I am an aspiring hairstylist who loves to work on wedding hair, and I would love to accompany you on your next shoot. Maybe I could assist you just to observe from the background what you're doing and how you're doing it. Now, this is a photographer. Why would you do that? Well, that photographer is already networked in to that community. Once you've built a relationship with another specialist in this community, you're now exposed to their network as well. And it creates additional exposure for you. So it scales your presence. It makes it larger. It helps you achieve your goals quicker because now you're networked in with the same people in the same field that you want to be in. Use them by asking them questions, understanding their career path to get there, just being a sponge absorbing, and also proactively trying to assist and trying to help. People don't care until they know that you care. So if you show them that you're willing to help them by offering a complimentary makeup service or hair service because another stylist fell off or wasn't able to do something last minute, you all of a sudden have become a hero, and that photographer is going to utilize you at future gigs. So, do the professional networking. There's lots of people in our beauty industry that you can reach out to via Instagram, via direct message. You can pick the brains of certain people that specialize in the field that you want to hone on. Utilize your resources. Don't be afraid to do so, and it's going to help you achieve your goals a lot quicker.
All right, topic number 2, maturity. This one's quick and easy, but it's something to be mentally geared up for as you get ready to apply for a new position or as you get ready to make the next step in your career. So 3 really good things: being capable of making good decisions. You, at this point, now that you've graduated, have to be shifting gear into your professional self, and you have to tap into the maturity that's already there, but you have to bring it up to another level because, of course, whoever's going to be hiring you is going to be looking for that quality in you. So are you capable of making good decisions? Because that's a key thing with maturity. The second thing is willing to be held accountable for your actions. We as adults and mature professionals, we're very understanding of the fact that we're going to be training and learning new things, maybe shadowing people. We're all going to make mistakes, and we're all going to be learning together as we get ready to gear into these roles and be out full time out on the floor cutting hair and really taking steps in your new profession. So you just want to make sure that, hey, if there's some coachable moments, if somebody comes to teach you, that you're able to be open to that coaching and willing to take accountability for your actions in any way that might be. That will really help you. And third and finally, just accepting responsibility. The more that you're willing to accept when you feel that you're capable of doing so, the more that's going to be given to you and the more that you're going to be trusted in your new role. So don't be afraid to step up that maturity. It's really going to help you in your new career.
Secondly, I just want to point out, at the salon, commission is not everything. When you're looking at 5, 6, 7 different salons, you obviously want to ask what the commission is. But let's be reminded that the salon that offers 40% commission for a starting stylist, they might be doing a lot to help you gain clientele. I can tell you, and I'm sure my brother and sister would agree, that this is invaluable to help you build clientele. And if it comes at 10% less than what you think you should be paid, it's worth every percentage. On the flip side, you might hunt for a 50% commission salon and find that you're on your own. That's just as detrimental as what you might think starting at 40% is. So really, base the commission on the level of support and let those coexist in your decision making to find the perfect salon for you.
I would recommend that you hone in on one particular skill set that you want to become a specialist at. For instance, maybe it's balayage, maybe it's fashion tones and bright colors, maybe it's dry cutting, maybe it's a smoothing service which has a very high gross profit margin, meaning it costs you little to do, but it makes a lot of money, that service. If you can hone one particular skill and really refine that and become a specialist in that field, not only will you have this full gamut of skills that you can apply, but you'll also have a very specialized skill set that people will research and come to you for. So we recommend focusing in on one thing that you're really passionate about and honing that skill set. How do you go about doing that? Well, research others in that same field who specialize in that same skill set. Maybe it's dry hair cutting. You could hashtag dry hair cutting on Instagram and figure out who are the big dry hair cutting stylists. Follow them, direct message them, find out what type of training they've had. Look to see how they market their services. What does it say in their Instagram bio? What does their website look like? What types of pictures are they featuring? These are the types of things that you can do after determining what special skill set you want to focus in on to really scale your presence and make yourself a specialist in that field.
Now we're going to talk about the importance of how to find the right fit. Because I mean, that's the goal, right? When you first get out of school, just remember every salon atmosphere is a little different, right? So it might take more than one try to find the right fit. So if you do get into a salon or into a space that you think is going to be your home and it doesn't work out, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't give up. You will find the right fit for yourself. It just may come the second time around. So a couple things to kind of prepare yourself. Check in with their social media. Take a peek at what they're putting out there for anything based on their culture. Kind of get an idea or a sense of what they're all about. I would also reach out to the acting hiring manager or owner. Maybe have a chat over the phone with them. See if you guys vibe, have good energy together. Do you guys mesh well together? That's really important, is finding out the energy of the salon and whether that's something that really works with you or resonates with you. The other way that you can do that is asking if they will honor the opportunity of hosting, shadowing, maybe being in the salon for a little bit of time. This would, of course, be a salon that you've already gone through some of those steps in getting to know them a little bit better and seeing if, okay, now the next step is let me come in and spend a few hours with the team and see if this is the right fit. And last but not least, don't forget about those people who have supported you all throughout this time, this chapter where you've been going through school, because those people could in fact be the ones that help lead you into your next spot. They've been supporting you all along the way, whether it be morally, financially. Maybe they're the people you call up every single day and talk about school and this is what happened. Don't hesitate to reach back out to them and say, you have a sense or an understanding of what it is that I like. What salon have you seen that you think would be a good fit for me too? You never know, they might have a great idea for you too.
Finally, in your shadowing with 5, 6, 7 different salons, please consider this, as I believe it to be the best question that you can ask in that limited amount of time with a potential employer of you. And that question is, what is your training plan for new hires? You might see a wide variety of reactions to this. The best reaction is an immediate plan that rolls off the tongue of that person. It might include a salon trainer and a monthly or weekly training schedule with practical testing to allow you to cut hair on the station floor, color hair, etc. But if there is no plan, or if there is a major stutter when this question is asked on behalf of the person answering, please take that into consideration that there just might not be the best plan for you when you are that new hire. Everybody needs support getting up on their feet at any job, and that is no different behind the chair. There are salons out there that have the best training program, and they are going to help you build clientele by way of being a phenomenal hairstylist. There are salons out there that either don't have a plan or are unequipped to have a plan as well. And I think you need to suss that out in your first conversations, ideally during these first 5, 6, or 7 shadows. So please remember the most important question to ask at an interview: what is your training plan for new hires? So of course I've suggested what some of you may think is a tall order. Communicating with, visiting, and or in some way remotely shadowing with 6 to 7 different salons. We're here for you. Please reach out to my sister, the sales manager of our entire team of salespeople. And my sister's email is Lauren, Lauren, at sullivanbeauty.com. She and the rest of us here at Sullivan Beauty are more than willing and ready to help connect you with those job shadows and eventually the salon owner of your dreams.
Congratulations to the class of 2020.
And always remember, here at Sullivan Beauty, we are always here for you.